Alrighty, everybody, what is going on? We are going to be going over the patch today because we did get a new Flash Party patch. It was released yesterday. Today of recording, it is Friday now, so we've had a little bit of time to actually get to know the patch and know more things about the updates and these characters and stuff like that. So I am going to be showcasing exactly what is changed with these characters, the new stickers and everything about them, and what I feel will be personally good for them, and if they will even be useful. So let's go ahead and hop into it. All right, so I am, for one, not a Sivi main, but I do have the patch notes pulled up here, and Sivi is the first one on there. He does have his new sticker, also known as Sky Kick. I will be showcasing it right now. All right, so his up B pretty much just receives this new thing to where now he has like a Terry up B. So yeah, whenever you're close to them, it pretty much has a couple of attacks that it does. This is actually his older up B that used to be in the game, but they removed it and obviously now have added it back. It does allow him to actually get better recovery. So when he is all the way down here, now he can recover all the way back to ledge, which is very good. His recovery has not always been very good at all, but gives him the ability to be able to recover from a lot further. So, you know, that's a huge deal for him. And obviously, like I said, I am not a Sivi main, so I don't really even know how to do his combos and stuff like that. I'll see if I can get a clip of somebody doing it and putting it on screen. But yeah, it's an okay move. I wouldn't say that it's going to be optimal really in many ways, to be honest. I don't think it's better than Shockwave is. It also does not require the gauntlet to get used. So you can see up there in the meter, it is still there. Does not require that at all. So it does kill relatively early though. All in all, I would say it's an okay sticker. Great that they added it and they didn't make it just his normal up B, but I wouldn't say it's like gonna be the biggest thing in the world for Sivi to have. All right, so for Yuri, I'm actually going to start here in the sticker configuration and just kind of talk about the sticker before I even get in there. What this sticker does is it pretty much allows her neutral B to receive a follow-up attack. The follow-up attack isn't really anything crazy. It's actually her counter before you actually get the counter. So it's like that little sword slash that she has. Pretty much can activate it whenever you want. You just have to hit neutral B and then hold it. And then the next time you press it, it will activate the move. So there are multiple variations of stickers that obviously you can use with Yuri. Personally, what I would say would be better is if you're going to run this, to make sure you have Animus Transmute on. You pretty much need an orb at all times if you want to be able to run this and obviously make use from it, because it doesn't work without an orb. You have to have energy to do it. I still wouldn't say that this is an optimal sticker to choose, like really at all. It can be kind of fun, I guess. You also can kind of do the same thing with side B, so it's not a huge deal. You do get a little bit more percentage whenever you're using this, so I'll show a combo on screen. Obviously, I would say that Animus Transmute and Rapid Wind are probably her best two stickers, and if not that, then run Animus Transmute and the fourth Animus Sickle. Those are going to be the ones that you definitely want to run. If you feel as if you don't have to rely too much on the RNG of the orbs, then you can run fourth Animus Sickle and Wind Spirit Slash if you want, but it is entirely up to you. All right, so normally one neutral B will just do 18%, and this is with 5 tenacity on my Yuri and then 5 onslaught on the bot Yuri. And pretty much what the sticker does, so whenever you obviously press neutral B once, you will get that. Whenever you press it and hold it, you will get this follow-up like jump. It's kind of like a super jump, pretty much like a assault or cancel jump, but you don't have to do anything except hold neutral B. Now, as you've seen before, the follow-up does not come out if you do not press special again. So you need to press special again whenever you are ready to get the hit, but it's pretty much the same attack as her down B. So this attack right here is the same thing as that. That's pretty much all it is. I am not certain if you can get counters with it. I don't know if that's possible or not. I will actually test that for sure. But if you want to do something, you can do neutral B into dash up, you know, that. I'm just gonna call it neutral B slash, or I'll just call it slash in general. But that's pretty much what it is. Like, the sticker doesn't really do much for combos when it comes to stuff like that. You know, that's not true in any way, but if you ever get a neutral B to connect, then you can get certain things like that. But problem with it is it's not really viable at higher percentages really at all. So let's say that I put myself at 60%. That's pretty much what happens. So you're not even really able to use this sticker once they get past like 40-ish%. It's always just going to be better to use neutral B the way that it's supposed to be used. Even if I, you know, input it as soon as I possibly try to, you cannot get a follow-up after this. So it is literally just useless after like 40%. What I will say about the sticker is if you are off stage and, you know, you're all the way out here, you can use it as a recovery. It is very good for that specifically, and it does only take one orb to do so. So you can jump after and you can still use that. So if you do have only one orb out there and, you know, you're all the way out here, you can side B after as well. and then jump and then up B. So you do have a little bit of a little timing mix up. It helps her, but there is a good amount of in lag on the move whenever you do this. So I would just say to be careful, because if you're not careful out here, you can get edge guarded, obviously, for, you know, trying to hit this move or do whatever you want to do. But it does allow her recovery to be a little bit better. All in all, I would say it's a pretty decent sticker, I guess. It's nothing insanely crazy. At least she has another sticker. Not really a thing that matters, but at least she has it. All right, so speaking in terms of Sandy's sticker, pretty much what this sticker allows him to do is get a very weird command grab that you pretty much have to do an input for. You can see the meter at the top. It's actually bugged right now, but pretty much the input that you have to do, you do attack, forward dash, special, and then grab, and that will input this like sliding mechanic. So I'm going to show it off here really quick. Okay, so this is it. It's a very weird like input. It's not hard to do. Apparently this can kill you at 29% though. So it is a very strong move, and it lasts so long, it thought that I was having illegal activity. You also do not need the ultimate rise dragon ultimate thingy sticker to do this. I honestly don't even know what it's for. You pretty much have this no matter what, as long as you have the sticker equipped, and there are two variations of it. So you have also the ability to grab and then press special, and that will do this move right here. Apparently it is techable though. So at the very last hit right there, I think you are able to tech, which makes it not that good of an option to use. But if you're getting hit by the other mechanic, then that is a little odd, to be honest with you. But those are a part of his new sticker. And I'll show the grab one off one more time. All right, so once again, it is attack, dash, special, grab. Attack, dash, special, grab. This also does go through block, by the way. So like I said, if you ever get hit by this, it's pretty sad, but it is a very cool move to watch. And there it is. Alrighty, so for the next one that I am going to be showcasing will be the Tarara up B sticker, also known as cheating technique. There's a very good reason on why this is called cheating technique, and you are going to see it right here. So Tarara, in this move right here, she has the ability to instantly get frame 1 intangibility, so you cannot punish her while she is doing this move. There are certain characters that do have access to punishing it, Foxx being probably the best one, because he can counter, and even then right there you seen the counter didn't work. She can do this from literally anywhere on the stage or off the stage, of course. You can punish this if you parry and jab. It will send her into an immediate jab lock, which you can get a grab after that. So that's what happens if you do get the parry. So you really just have to be sure that you know the timing on it. There are ways to punish it, but this move is absolutely broken. Like, it is not okay. Like, I'm off the screen. It's so stupid. Alrighty, so moving on into Mr. 5. He didn't really receive many changes. He got his down tilt buffed, and plasma fog is actually a little bit worse now. The effects only affect you whenever you are in the cloud now. So if she is not in the cloud, then she will not be taking any damage from it. It's really self-explanatory. There's really not a way for me to explain it aside from that. And his down tilt did get changed, but there were times where it would fall out. It doesn't do it. Honestly, I haven't played Mr. 5 enough for me to know if it still does it, but that was pretty much the fix that they did, was to make sure that it doesn't fall out, or you don't fall out of it as often. So alrighty, so moving on into Magician. His up tilt did get nerfed a little bit. It does not have as big of a range as it used to. His up B did get his damage reduced and the knockout power decreased, so it should not be killing as early as it used to. I have Miko here at 60, and let's see. Yeah, so definitely not killing. That used to kill Miko even at 60, so I don't really know what's going on. Obviously, this is no DI, and the Miko does not have stickers, but as you can see in the video, that's how I had it set up. But it is a little bit weaker now. His aerial up B also reduced momentum-based knockout power for the first strike, which pretty much just means that, like, whenever you're in the air and you get hit by the initial part of the up B, it doesn't do as much. So like that part right there doesn't do as much random knockback, because sometimes it would kill in the first hit, which is it's a strong one for sure, but now it has reduced knockout power. So, and his dash attack also has an optimized hitbox now, so you pretty much won't be falling out of his dash attack at all, just like Mr. 5's down tilt. It just made it a little bit more consistent. Alrighty, so Icey up tilt. This move is still broken. This move did get a pretty nice nerf, I will say. If you were this close to a character and you were facing them and did up tilt, actually the back side of it would catch the character before before it actually came around her. Now they have changed that, so it's a little more optimized. So now the only part of it that will hit is the part that visually shows that it will hit. So it makes it a little bit better. If you're point blank on them, then obviously the initial hit of her swinging the sword will still catch you, but it's not nearly as far. So this would be about the range to where it would catch you beforehand. Now you have to be pretty close for it to actually work. So her neutral B also did get a buff. They reduced the in lag on it. So now this is what it looks like. So this is me spamming jump just to show you how much in lag it actually has now. Still a good amount for sure. Like, you don't want to just be throwing this out all willy-nilly, but it is a little bit faster. And she also did receive a buff to her ultimate. I don't know if this really matters, to be honest, but you can pretty much just B-reverse her ultimate now. So if I'm on this side, I can actually B-reverse it, and you can see up there in the top, she will be facing the other way. You used to not be able to do that. So same thing for the other side. Say if I'm running this way and I want to B-reverse it to this side, I actually can do that. That's pretty much all that is. Alrighty, moving on into Macalon. Macalon actually did get a good amount of nerfs. How much they're actually going to hurt him, I really don't think it's going to be too much, to be honest with you. His charge attack has the sour spot adjusted on it, so now I really don't even know if this matters, to be real with you. The move is still absolutely broken. You can see it's doing 41% for getting hit by it, but the sour spot hitbox range has been reduced. So I don't think this really does anything. I'm not really too sure about it or not. It is what it is. The move's still broken. His down air did receive a slight decrease in active frames and increase the ending lag, increase the window for severe landing lag. Pretty much you would think that his down air is not as spammable as it was. That in case is not true. This move is still broken as hell. They did make it, I guess, laggier, but I'm not really noticing any difference. It is still very good at 2 framing as well. His vector also does a little less damage, and it decreased in knockout power, so it shouldn't kill you as early. And if you have on grab and throw stickers, it will also vary pretty much. So just be careful with that. If you are running into Macalon, I would definitely throw those stickers on just to be on the safe side. Ground down special. Now, whenever you get hit by this, you have the ability to roll out of it, which is very, very good. That means that down B into F smash is actually not real anymore. So you're not going to eat nearly as much percent for getting hit by down B. That does not mean that down B is a bad option. You are also able to react if you are, you know, decent enough at the game to be able to react to options. But most of the time, I feel like whenever you get hit by this, if your opponent isn't blocking, expect them to react. But if you do get up attack, just know you're getting hit by something else. So you can roll out of it either outwards. If you roll inwards, just make sure that you are close enough to Macalon to be able to not get hit by it, because if you are not, this will happen. You will still get caught by the F smash. So just be careful for that. You kind of just have to know, but I would always recommend rolling out in something like that. If you think he's going to F smash, that is, like I said, you cannot roll out every single time. Your opponent will start to pick up on that, and then you'll just get put into these bad tech chase scenarios, and it's not going to be fun. You also have to be careful with get up attack, because get up attack will get beat out by F smash. So if you think they're going to do it, like I said, it is a guess. You just kind of got to be careful, because get up attack will get beat out by F smash. And last but not least, his down tilt did get adjusted. They adjusted the sour spot for it, pretty much making the sweet spot a little bit bigger. So you do now have the ability to bury just a little bit easier. I'm not really sure why they did this. This move did not need to be buffed at all. It just makes getting the sweet spot, I guess, a little bit easier. Alrighty, so for Gwynn, her up attack didn't really get a change. It just got a like a visual difference now, so it's a little easier to see whenever the first part of the up attack hits. Aside from that, it didn't really get anything different. Her down air pretty much had this weird thing whenever you tried to hit her, like, and she was like a little bit floated off the ground. You couldn't do that. That has been adjusted now, thank God. So now she can actually be grabbed out of that a lot easier. So they pretty much just adjusted that, which is great, because it was super weird that she couldn't get grabbed sometimes by, she couldn't get grabbed or hit by certain attacks and stuff. Forward air, they increased the lag on it. I don't really notice too much of a difference between it. Like, I think it's a little different, but you're not really going to be seeing many people spam this move regardless. But I don't think that it needed to get nerfed, in my opinion. And I don't really think that they made too many changes to it that it's very noticeable. Her colorful sticker, Earthquake Shock, I'm just going to read this one. Reduced shockwave range and damage caused by down aerial and charged attack, and slightly decreased duration of down aerial shockwave. So you can see here that there isn't like that second burst that used to come out from down air. So they did make it a little bit shorter. And then same thing for charge attack. It did receive a little bit of a nerf by not going as far anymore either. Alrighty, and for her other sticker, Charge Slash. This sticker, I don't really think it needed a nerf in my opinion, but it was way faster beforehand. So now this is the amount of time that she has to wait before she can actually do a roll or her side B. And she can charge it obviously however long she wants. But yeah, she has to wait a long time before she's able to act out of her third jab. I don't really know why they felt the need to do this. Nobody really ran this except Dragon Poison, if I'm going to be honest, and I don't think the Gwynns in Japan even ran this or knew about it, let alone. But yeah, that is her other nerf. So maybe this was a Dragon Poison target. Who knows? Alrighty, Tutu. Tutu did get a nerf on her down tilt. They did change that like animation and effects that she has behind her now. She is actually like more pink, which obviously would tie into her character. I don't have the pink skin on, but it would look a lot better if I had that skin on. Regardless, she has a little bit more pink effects and stuff like that. Her down tilt did also get nerfed, though it is not as fast as it used to be. Believe it or not, it is still very, very fast, but it is not as fast as it used to be. They also increased the knockout angle and decreased the range of it. Her dash attack did also get a little bit of a nerf. I feel like it still goes a pretty far distance, if I'm going to be honest. And for some reason, it also seems a little bit faster. I'm not sure if it is faster, but it definitely does feel that way. Alrighty, now Chili did receive a pretty impactful nerf. I'm not really sure how impactful this is going to be because she literally can just throw dart out again if you parry it. But whenever you parry the dart now, it does not activate the bush, so a little bit of a nerf. But like I said, in game, I'm not really sure how impactful this is going to be, considering she can literally just throw another one out right after. So you can see it doesn't activate whenever you parry it, which is a good thing. Like I said, it's just parrying all of those is not going to be the easiest thing in the world, but it will mean that she does have to kind of throw them in areas where you're not able to parry them. That way you can get the bush activated. Alrighty, and for her back air, I'm not really certain on why they did this, but they did increase the sour spot knockout power and increase the knockout angle. So she's going to have an easier chance of killing with her back air now. I don't have any offensive stickers or the chainsaw sticker, but them increasing the sour spot angle and the power on her back air, I don't really know if this was a good idea. Alrighty, so for Thanatos, they pretty much made his up tilt a little bit bigger, like at the front, so it will actually hit smaller characters a little more consistently than it did before, which is definitely a good thing. There's not really a nerf in the slightest, definitely a buff. And his Nair hitbox optimization makes close range attacks against opponents more consistent. This isn't really effective on the smaller characters at all, but if someone is close to you and you Nair them, it should be able to hit them a little bit better. And down air, vertical attack range expanded, push effect optimized, ignoring collision during the attack startup. Pretty much what that means is down air is a little bit bigger. I don't think it needed to be, but you can kind of see it's got a bigger hitbox now. Yeah, his down air might be easier to spike with now. I'm hoping at least, because his spike is it's good when you can actually hit it, but it is a little difficult to hit. Alrighty, so for Foxx, Foxx definitely got some pretty nice buffs, if I do say so myself. So his down tilt did get buffed very heavily. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is very, very fast now compared to what it used to be. So this is pretty much just reverting Foxx to what he was before when he came out. The one thing I will say is that Sivi does fall out of it. There is no way to keep him inside of the down tilt. Once the first hit connects, the second one will not connect. It is that simple. Yeah, so on Sivi, his down tilt literally just doesn't work. I'm assuming this is because of the speed that Sivi falls at, but honestly, I'm not sure. And this also happens to Tong, by the way. Foxx's up air added landing hit detection. When landing early during the attack, the opponent will be knocked outward while still maintaining combo potential. So this was said to be a nerf. To be honest, it doesn't really matter all too much already. This was said to be a nerf, but to be honest, if you know how to actually combo with Foxx, this is not a problem because dash attack did get buffed. So dash attack now has further range, which is, I don't know why they did this, but it does have further range, which allows you to combo after up air now. I am not a Foxx player, so I'm not even going to show it. I am going to get a clip and put it on screen. Thank God for the people that actually play this character. And his down special does now activate a little bit faster, and it increases the hitbox range during the counter startup. So pretty much just made his counter even better than it already was because it wasn't used as much, but it is a very good tool now. Alrighty, Alice. Alice actually receiving the most buffs in the patch this season. Her up attack increased attack range and slightly shortened the ending lag. Pretty much meaning that up tilt is very spammable. I don't know what's going on with the sound effects. They did something with this patch and now they're not working most of the time, but this is her up tilt. It is now insanely fast and it is very good for shield breaks as well. I'm not sure if this is a bug or what, but her up tilt is now also safe on shield, which is a insane thing for them to do. I don't really know why they thought this was a good idea, but it is not punishable now. So Alice being able to jump on your shield and do things like this is now a problem because she is safe when she does it. Just be kinda on the lookout for that. And her down attack increased damage and adjusted attack angle to better facilitate sustained pursuit. Down attack now does a little bit more damage and doesn't send as far, so at lower percent you can get things like down attack into grab, but I wouldn't say it's true. But if they block after getting hit by the down attack, it just makes it a little bit easier. But her dash attack is a lot faster now, so She can now act out of it a lot quicker because they shorten the end lag on it, meaning that she can just spam it more. Nobody's really doing this to begin with, but it is a nice buff, obviously, for her to have a faster dash attack now. Her Nair added a sweet spot hitbox during the attack startup with increased power. So her Nair is actually insanely good now. You can hear the sweet spot whenever you actually do get the hit on it. That is the sweet spot sound. You will know because her sounds did get changed a little bit. Whenever you get the sweet spot of the Nair, you can now hear it, and it sends a lot further and is way stronger. So Nair was already good, and now it is even better. So that's a great buff for her Nair. Forward air, shortened aerial ending lag. So pretty much what this means is that now forward air is a little more spammable, which is amazing. I don't know why this took them that long to make forward air a little bit better. If you do full hop and you fair, you can get Nair again. You used to not be able to do this. Retreating forward air sometimes was even punishable, and now they kind of have to worry about you throwing out a Nair and just making things a little bit harder for them because you can get Nair twice after you do another full hop. You can hit people with that second Nair, so, you know, they just have to be careful. Just gives her the ability to do a little bit more mix-ups while she's in the air. For her colorful sticker, Sharp Scissors, it increased the attack range for both phases of the scissor strike, so pretty much just means that up tilt got buffed and down air also got buffed as well. Those are the two moves that take anything from that. So that is Alice. Alrighty, and last but not least, we have Cookie and Can. His down tilt slightly increased the attack duration. Pretty much just mean that it lingers a little bit longer. So technically it is easier to hit because it is out a little bit longer. Dash attack. They did increase the movement speed at startup. So he now moves a lot faster whenever he does dash attack, which is a very nice buff, to be honest with you. His forward throw got a very nice buff. He is able to act out of it a lot faster now. You can see as I'm jumping. Mashing jump. Yeah, pretty much he gets back into his machine a lot faster now, so he is able to act out of it. If you were ever able to get a forward throw off stage, you had to wait damn 10 seconds before you could act again. That has now been reduced, obviously. That's a very good buff. Down air, they optimized the hitbox, making it easier to land the sweet spot. Now, really, I don't think they needed to do this because his sweet spot was already very easy to hit, I feel like, especially off stage. You're not really ever going to use this on stage, but I feel like his down air was very easy to hit off stage. I'm not really sure why they felt the need to do this. It was already very good to begin with, but whatever. They made it bigger, so yeah, buff. Who cares? His up air added a sweet spot detection above, increased the damage, wider hitbox above, and reduced hit stun duration for opponents. So pretty much means that his up air is a little bit better because it does have a bigger hitbox above it. You can see the visual representation of it for sure. It is definitely a lot better. You can hear the sweet spot whenever you get the hit on it, and it does kill now, so. And neutral special. They optimized the rotation mechanics in classic input mode to prevent accidental activation of side special and improved visual effects for charge cannons, execution, and impact. Pretty much means that now B reversing will be a little bit easier. Eventually, you would end up getting side B for trying to do like a B reverse or something. They've pretty much just made that a little bit easier. So that is pretty much it, guys. I'm not going to go over all like the bugs and issue fixes and stuff like that. I will have the link to the patch notes in the description. But with that being said, if you guys did enjoy the video or if this was beneficial to you in any way, please feel free to drop a like on it and subscribe to it if you guys are new. Let's spread this Flash Party content out throughout the universe. I appreciate you guys for watching, and it has been Dreezus, and I am out. Peace.